give him back his junk, give him back his myths, give him back his white superiority complex and black inferiority complex, give him back his penis envy problem, give it all back to him. You understand? And take a grip on ourselves. Get involved with us. Start to worship you and work your way through you to your mother and father and on back to your ancestors. Make a spiritual and blood link. Jesus made a blood link. They keep talking about blood of Christ, the blood of Christ. They keep linking his family. Muhammad made a blood link. I say this every week until you grab it. Now you make a blood link. And nobody can tell you it's wrong to worship your ancestors and Jesus is worshiping his ancestors. Go to the book of Exodus and see how it starts off. By Abraham, Moses, and so-and-so who brought me down out of Egypt. That's your family. But when I say by Shango, or Batala, and Ogun, or Yemeya of the Yoruba Arishi, I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I say Osiris, Shu, Tifnet, I did something wrong. I'm a pagan. I'm an idol worshiper. I'm a polytheist. I'm everything but what I am. But you can do that. You can run Jesus' whole family and Matthew back to the Son of God. And I say, well, you got back to Jesus. Then you say Jesus, the Son of God. Who's God the Son of? We're doing fine for a whole 14 generations. And now you get down one, okay, now who's it? Where he come from? He was always here. Always where? Here. How far from the sun? When you say here, you mean here like in 93 million miles? Or is he on the other side? And how far is he then? And how far do you have to be not to see the sun? I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You know when you look up in a prayer night and they tell you there's millions of stars that you can't see because they're too far? Are they there? Who arranged it? And what is the purpose? If we are the only intelligent existing beings in the whole universe, what is the purpose of stars that we don't see? What is the purpose of galaxies exploding and growing and dying and dwarf stars and blue stars that we cannot see? What is the purpose of a second half of the moon if we ain't gonna never see it? If we're the only living important things and intelligent beings in the universe, what is the purpose for micro insects that we don't see? That we have no contact with, no need for, why do they exist? You understand? Overrated bullcrap. In order for us to get back to our godliness state, the first thing we gotta do is give them back their crap. And white people are gonna bug out when you start saying, I don't believe nothing you say no more. I don't trust in anything you say. If you say it, it must be a lie. Because you are a liar and a killer. Jesus said that. Jesus said, you're a liar and a killer. When I say it, I'm crazy. You are a liar and a killer, and you cannot be trusted for anything. You are the devil. White people are the devil. They say the Nuwapians are not racist. Bull crap. I am. He might not be. That's his prerogative. I am. White people are devils, always was, always will be. Like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we cannot reform the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's a whole lot of y'all guys who like white people, and that is your right. You just haven't got kicked in the enough. I'm saying we got to build a world without them. We don't need them out of our lives. He says, come on, Doc, all white people ain't bad. I say, show me one that's not. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can name 15 of them, see? That's the same thing as what they used to say. I got a colored friend, he's not that bad. All colored people don't lie and steal and cheat and rob. They say that. Well, I say all white people lie, steal, cheat, and rob. I ain't going the other way with them. They ain't no good at the core. They're mischief makers, they're troublemakers, they're killers. They are diseased. You hear me? Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
I remember you saying how the light and knowledge is what blinds and is confusion.
Right.
So is it that the information that transforms us, or is it the meditation?
I laugh because the statement answers itself. The informed. The fact that you have to be informed, that's where the problem comes in. See, when you click on the light, you start differentiating. You start evaluating. You follow what I'm saying? Before the light, there's no differentiation and no evaluation, only judgment. You follow? And if you could judge things without seeing them, you'd be judging them by their worth. And if you have to see them, you're judging them by their appearance. When a man points a gun, you don't know until if it's loaded. You follow? But by television and the past, it appears that this could be very dangerous to you, so you immediately, now suppose I pull out a gun and dogs, I got a gun on you. You don't know. You follow what I'm saying? Because the light on, you see the gun, you go, hey. With light comes chaos. The whole Masonic concept and Islamic concept of light is good. Step from the dark into the light. I repeat over and over again, before they blindfold the person, they could see. When they put the blindfold on them and told them, now you're in darkness, and then take the blindfold off and say, now you're in light, they bump you. You could see when you drove to the lodge that Thursday night. You didn't have no blindfold on when you drove to the lodge. You saw everything. So it's a ritual to imply that light is right and white is right. And it introduces a superiority versus an inferiority. I'm saying fear. Fear comes from the unknown. That's the only thing that sparks fear in any being is the unknown and the results of that. Or probing past the unknown to the results that can be harmful. That's what fear is about. You know, once you solve the problem, it no longer frightens you. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not the information.
Yes, it is the information that transforms you, but it doesn't make you better. It informs you. And in informing you, it transforms you. Trans means to move. It moves you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is.
I was reading the Science of Healing book, and in that you explained there's 11 planes, and you list 7 of them, and I was trying to figure out if the other 4 was the 4 high senses, and the 7 of them, the last 3, all of them dwell within us.
Okay.
Can you explain the last 3 a little bit?
Right. When I speak of the planes, and one thing I tried to explain in that book many years ago is stop looking at the planes as levels. It's so difficult because of the light. The way we've been taught to look at things, calibrate them. You follow what I'm saying? Everything we have to define by distance, by size, by height, by color. You know what I mean? By apparent texture. So when we think of the planes, we start thinking of them as layers or steps upwards. Because you have to draw 1, 2, 3 on a piece of paper. Otherwise, all the lines will be in the same spot. You'll never be able to explain yourself. You follow? So what I did is I go to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and stop. Because at the time that I wrote that book, I was writing that book as a Muslim, and I was teaching them about the things in this realm. And stepping from this realm, which is the material plane, the most dense form of matter, which in itself, matter subdivides into different forms of matter based on the motion of the electrons and protons around the nucleus, or of the atom. Protons, neutrons, which is in other words, like you say, 26, the atomic number is iron. And iron is more dense than, let's say, carbon, which is 6. So the motion of the, motion of the atom is different. Still matter though. So your body is composed of several forms of matter. Your teeth is one, your skin is another, your hair, though it's made of the same stuff as your teeth, it's not as dense or hard as the teeth. So in the physical plane of matter, there are various degrees of matter. You follow?